go. Yeah, I'm not gonna show my face. Oh, that's right. Since I'm doing this on the since I'm doing this on the OBS, I gotta continuously click on my profile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Why's your deal? Is all your resolution sucks, or is it my computer?
Maybe because it's dark.
I don't know. I'm not doing no face cam. This is kind of a quick little podcast.
Oh, okay. I'll turn mine off then.
Oh, okay. Was it like 7 o'clock now? Okay, let's wait till we get a few people on before we get started. Yeah, that was a surprising direct. Like, they had so much, man. I'm just surprised. Like, this is not the Nintendo that we knew these past 5 years, man.
Yep.
Like, damn. God, it's just crazy, dude. All right. What's up, people? Make sure y'all like this video, please. Whoever's in the chat, hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let's get some more people here. You know, I want to get a few more guys here before we get started. Yes, I know y'all surprised to see me again. I know. Like I say, I just I upload videos whenever I can. Just I'm a busybody, tired. I wonder when them Xbox gonna get here and start disliking this video.
Dead ass Xbox One X.
Oh my god, it's just so freaking mad. Like, only thing we can look forward to on Xbox One X is multi-plat games. Like, I don't know what else to think about. I know they got that, was it Player Unknown Battleground? When that's supposed to be coming out?
I think that's 2018. I can't remember.
I thought it's not coming out this year?
Or maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know. It looks interesting, but it's just too many shooters, man. Like,
that shit is 30 frames per second on the Xbox One X. That's pathetic.
Yeah, that is kind of pathetic. You gotta expect that
for a shooter. Sad.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that. Who's in the chat? What's up, Unforgiven? Muhammad Alibi? I don't know. You still mad? I don't know. We still like you, man. We still like you. I know you're mad about the Xbox One X. You're just so mad in that chat, man. So I cannot get this dude name right. I am X Karn. I cannot. What was it? Please pronounce your names right so I can, you know, get it right. I just don't know how to pronounce it. I am
Zircon.
Was that what they say? I am Zircon.
That's what it looks like. Or
like
Zircon.
Put some dashes on there so I can properly abbreviate it. I am Zircon. Okay, what's up? I am Zircon. Muhammad Alibi, our favorite, not pony, our favorite Xbot, and our favorite pony, Gorilla Legends. He's here too. What's up? Mario Star. What's up? Was it Dr. Vana 809? What's up? It's too funny. 20. What's going on? Matthew Pipes. Vid K. Was it DD96? MCL Gaming. What's up? Freedom Forum 64. What's going on, man? What's going on? Who else is here? Who else is here? Alliance Media. What's going on? What's up, Neil? What's up? Like I say, you know, if you're just getting here, please hit that like button. Please that share, so we get more people here, man. Me and Alex, we got a lot to discuss about this this Nintendo Direct. Just talk about Nintendo in general and what Nintendo is actually doing. And I'm very. What's up, Devan23? Alfred Ali, what's going on? Like I say, I'm just excited about being a Nintendo fan again because it's been it's been freaking years since we had a great, fantastic year. And we was already discussing, like, earlier this year when the Switch was out, because we knew about the rest of the year's lineup. And throughout the rest of this year, we didn't know anything about Metro Prime 4 getting... Well, of course, that's not this year, but we didn't know anything about Metro Prime 4 was still a thing. We didn't know anything about Doom. We didn't know anything about Wolfenstein. These are two major, big-name third-party games that I just knew for a fact that was going to never come onto a Nintendo console. And Bethesda has really shown some good support for the Nintendo Switch console. And it just kind of sickens me that Capcom keep being wishy-washy with this Nintendo Switch, praising the fact that it was a smash hit, it sold a lot, but then again, they rewarded the Nintendo Switch fans with more freaking ports of Resident Evil Revelations, but yet they couldn't even give them the port of the... What was that game that was on the Wii? Was it Akami, and it was, like, it's coming to the Xbox One and the PS4. What kind of support is that? That is half-ass support. So it's just stuff like that just pisses me off about Capcom. And you know, I was one of those guys that bought Street Fighter 2, and I'm still waiting on that support from Capcom. They got a game coming out called Marvel Kong vs. Capcom Infinite, and still no word. Like, they're not gonna give these Switch owners new games. They said that the Resident Evil 7 engine is running on the Switch, but yes, no port of it. So it's just to a point that I just completely give up on Capcom, and I'm gonna just start buying games pre-owned and not support them no more. I'm just tired of their freaking bullshit. But let's go ahead and just talk about, I guess before we get into this, let's go ahead and just get our introductions out there. Well, I guess go and get your intro, Alex.
What's going on, everyone? ActivesiNGaming here, and we are back with the Alex and Real Show, and we are here to talk about today's Nintendo Direct. A lot of good stuff, a lot of interesting stuff, so let's get going.
Okay. Man, there's so much to talk about because I've been away from YouTube for a while. I'm just, like I say, busy with life, busy soul searching. You know, I've been, you know, I ain't trying to get all political and religious. I'm just studying other religions right now, and I ain't trying to get deep into it. I ain't trying to bore y'all. But I just been too busy with life, period. That's why I haven't really been doing as much YouTube content. But with this recent Direct that we just witnessed today, this has been probably Nintendo's best Direct we've seen in years, man. Because this is crazy. Just let's say 2-3 years ago, like, do y'all even imagine, that's in the chat, that we would have a Metro Prime 4, Wolfenstein, and a Doom game announced in the same exact year? Like, these are big heavy hitter games. AAA games, and for a sec we thought Metro Prime series was freaking dead, and as far as Doom, Wolfenstein, just Bethesda in general, like, we already know the relationship between Bethesda and Nintendo. It just hadn't been good these past few decades. Matter of fact, I don't know when last time they put a game on the Nintendo console, and we just getting surprised by surprise. And this Skyrim game, in which it looks pretty good, you know, especially get taken on the go. That's coming out pretty soon, and of course Doom is coming out pretty soon. Like, these games are coming out this year, and like, I'm just so excited to play these games. Yes, I done already played Doom 2 times, once on the Xbox and once on the PlayStation, but I don't mind supporting these developers, you know, because we need a lot more games like this on the Nintendo Switch, and I will be picking up Doom again just because I want to play it on a portable system. So it's a lot to discuss, and like, this Direct, I'm just so happy that they breezed by the 3DS within 10 minutes. I was so happy about that, you know, to get that mess out the way, because we knew that the Switch is their bread and butter. That's what the general public want to hear the most. And it's kind of like the complete opposite from the Wii U and the 3DS Direct. And it just used to piss us off a lot, you know, when they show 3DS more than the Wii U. We already know it's all about business, all about the business. It's all about what makes the most money. Right now, Switch is making the most money, so that's why they showing more Switch content, and it was just so much. So I guess let me stop talking. I'm talking too goddamn much. Alex, what you think about this Direct, man?
It's a great show. We knew the 3DS was going to be part of it because they told us that ahead of time, but they, like Real was just saying, they really zoomed through it. They got through all the 3DS content in about 10 minutes, but they still had a lot of new stuff there for 3DS owners. So that's pretty good. Like, they showed a Pokemon game. They showed a new 2DS XL, like an orange and white one, a new Mario Party collection, a new Kirby game, a new Professor Layton game. There was a lot of good stuff there, but they got it out quick. They didn't waste time on the 3DS, which is their dead-ass console. And they moved on to the Switch, and they had a lot of stuff to show for the Switch, and pretty much everything was good. And we even had like a couple huge surprises, which I was hoping for, but didn't actually think it was going to happen, but we actually got them. And we got some Xenoblade news, some Mario Odyssey news. I don't know where you want to start, but
man, it's just too much, dude. It's too much. Like it's just so much content that I'm ready to put that. I'm ready to put the Xbox One X in the coffin. It's just too much, man. Like the Xbox One X. I know Mr. Muhammad Ali that's in the chat. One of my good supporters, man. I know you love Xbox so much. You know me. I love the Xbox brand. I gained more on the Xbox this whole entire generation. I like the Xbox brand, but you know, if I don't see the support that Microsoft you know, giving us, that they're not giving us the support that we deserve, you know, why should I continuously support them and give them my money if they're not going to take their console exclusives very seriously? They're not taking it serious. It's like they're relying more on multi-plats more than exclusives. And just looking at Nintendo on the not only the exclusives that they got this year, these blockbuster heavy hitters, they actually getting big name AAA games like NBA 2K, WWE 2K. You got FIFA. That you know, 2K, not 2K, FIFA 18 coming out. Let's don't get it twisted. FIFA is the most popular sports game in the world. Let's be real. Of course, you got the Wolfenstein and Doom coming out. Like, it's just so much that I can handle. And you got the Xenoblade. It's just so much. Like I said this a long time ago. If Nintendo, if they can get these third parties on board and get these big name AAA games on this console, then their console could be a hit. Matter of fact, this console is already a hit before these announcements of these third-party games. And like I said a long time ago, the portability of this console is what's driving these sales. Is what's making these games stand out more. What's making these third-party games stand out more, because you're having two different types of way to play these games. Like, damn, like I was at at work yesterday. I went to a training class all day. So I had a lot of time to myself, and I brought my Switch with me. And a lot of people was like, what is that? Is that the new Nintendo? Like, that is so awesome. Like, I basically just advertised the Nintendo Switch yesterday. Some people didn't even know that it didn't exist because they like casual gamers. So basically, they was like, man, that is too damn awesome. And I was like, man, you know what's more awesome? I'm about to play NBA 2K18. I'm about to play a lot of these other games. And like, this is not a 3DS. This is a full-fledged console on the go. And I'm over thinking about freaking shooting down these demons on Doom on the Switch, man. It's just so awesome. Then next year, Wolfenstein 2. Like, Jesus Christ, man. It's just so much I can handle right now. Man, so I don't know what else to say about this. It's very exciting times to be a Nintendo fan. Like, because I feel that Nintendo is actually taking this serious again when it comes to third parties. And we said this a long time ago that, you know, whenever I know some people was curious and they want to know why every time there's a game announcement on, you know, Xbox and PlayStation, they never you know, mention a Nintendo a port. But then again, we was like, you probably need to wait, because when it comes to Nintendo, they like to basically advertise those games on their own during their direct, so they can directly mention those third-party games to their audience. Because let's just be real, a lot of the Nintendo fans basically only watch Nintendo the directs for Nintendo game, and if Nintendo can throw in those third-party games like they did today, then that can help advertise and help sell these third-party games, in which it did. Just like with the Street Fighter 2 situation on the Switch. They help advertise, the Ultra Street Fighter 2. They have all these trailers on the Nintendo channel. I don't know how many videos they upload on the Nintendo channel of Street Fighter 2, and look how well that did. So it's the advertisement that's really helping.
Like you notice a huge change in the way that Nintendo is treating third parties when it comes to the directs. Like they're actually showing third party games on Nintendo Direct, something they usually don't do. They usually just show their own games, and then the third party games is like, oh, they just arrive and they're like nobody really knows about it. But now they're actually taking time and showing you this game is coming this day. This is what comes with this, what it looks like. It's like, that's awesome. That's what we've been asking for them to do for a while now. And they're starting to do it. And they're doing it with indie games too. And like indie games are selling really well on the Switch. And these third-party games are going to start selling well as well, because they are at least going to be known that they're on the console. We saw a lot of good stuff. Like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we finally got a release date, December 1st. As far as I'm concerned, December belongs to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. No other game matters in December. Project Octopath looked really good. There's actually a demo available on the eShop right now, which is what I'll be playing when we're done here. Doom and Wolfenstein 2. My God, I cannot even begin to describe how excited I am that we get fucking Doom on the Nintendo Switch. Doom on the go is something I have been talking about for the Nintendo Switch since the goddamn thing launched, and Bethesda actually made it happen. I'll be there day one, absolutely. And Wolfenstein 2, that was a huge shocker. Who would have thought Wolfenstein 2 would come out to the Switch? Like, honestly, who would have thought?
Console, you killing Nazis on a Nintendo console? What?
And this quells all the rumors of these idiotic morons who are saying things like the Switch can't handle next generation games. Doom and Wolfenstein 2 are not on last generation consoles. They're both next generation games, and they're on the Switch. So that can shut up these fucking retards. So you can get next generation games, current generation, whatever you want to call it, on the Nintendo Switch. You can get stuff like that, and that's awesome. Yeah, I really hope these games sell. More so these two than Skyrim, because Skyrim's $60 fucking old-ass game. Nobody should give a shit about that game. But Doom and Wolfenstein, Doom came out in 2016. Wolfenstein is not even out yet. So, like, these are brand new games from Bethesda. These are games you should be supporting, as long as you like these kind of games, of course. Oh, yeah. And Bethesda, like, they're killing it right now. 3 games coming out for the Switch, all within a short period of each other. They're making Capcom look like a bunch of fucking clowns, like we were talking about earlier. Capcom with their bullshit, wishy-washy support of the Switch. Oh, hey, we'll give you a 20-year-old Street Fighter game that's overpriced. Oh, but you don't get Mega Man. Oh, but you don't get Okami. But here's Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2. But hey, you only get one on the cartridge. The second one you gotta download. Like, fucking Capcom. They suck so much ass. But other than that, like, they showed some more of Kirby. Kirby looked really good. Splatoon 2 is getting some more DLC. Well, not DLC, but some more modes coming out on Friday, I believe. ARMS is getting a free DLC for a new character. Fire Emblem Warriors, they showed a new character. They showed that Arcade Archives, which is a bunch of old NES games. That was pretty interesting. Snipper Clips is getting like I guess you want to call it a definitive edition. But it's like extra DLC, which you can buy separately, apparently, for $10. Snipper Clips is actually a fun game if you guys haven't played it. They gave us the release date for Skyrim, which is November 17. Rocket League, they showed us more of the cars. It actually looks pretty good. LA Noire, they showed NBA 2K18, they showed FIFA again. They didn't show gameplay for WWE, which I found was strange, but they actually did say it's coming to the Switch, so that's exciting. Lost Sphere looked really good. They showed Sonic Forces for a little bit. It is a solid direct. Morphe's Law, an exclusive shooter to the Switch. That game looks like a lot of fun. And that game's coming this year too. Like, damn, they did a good
There's
job.
just so many surprises in this direct.
A lot of good shit happening.
My wallet, dude. Jesus freaking Christ! I'm glad I'm glad I make decent money because I there's no way I can afford this stuff if I was working at a regular job. You know, if I don't basically have a trade under my belt, which I do. But God,
and we didn't even talk about like the fucking Xbox One X killer at the end there with the Mario Odyssey Special Edition Switch bundle. That is a nail in the coffin for the One X.
Oh my God! Like
that is what people are going to be hunting down in the holiday season. Is going to be that Mario Odyssey Switch bundle.
Like, I just don't see no momentum in the Xbox One X. Maybe the first month is new and everything, whatever. But when it comes to the holidays, like, you know, of course the Switch has Mario Odyssey. Like, come on, it's like this. It's this generation's Mario 64. Like,
to be fair, like the Xbox One X is not supposed to be a big seller. Like that's their premium console. The big seller is the Xbox One S.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that's going to sell the bulk of the consoles. But
what exclusives?
Well, I'm just saying in general, like the X is not supposed to be what sells a lot. Like that's a premium console for like a specific market. But like the Switch is like just taking up all the excitement.
So basically, if you are a PlayStation owner and you get to play all these games like Doom, Wolfenstein, and Battlefront, and Destiny, Call of Duty, and Battlefield, all these games that's coming out. Like if you're a PlayStation owner, of course you got Switch with all these great exclusives. Why should you buy an Xbox if you could play all these games? What does the Xbox provide you this holiday besides prettier graphics? Where's the exclusives at? That's my point exactly. That is my point. Like, you paying $500 to pay, you paying for prettier graphics and the same freaking FPS. Like, frame rates are still the same. Like, you can't basically change your resolution like you game it on PC. Of course, yes, we know that this game catered towards the hardcore audience, but to be honest, I feel that Microsoft is basically use a lot of their money and resources into that One X instead of using that money and resources into making games. You know, creating more first-party studios, getting more talented developers, in which Sony has. I just got through finishing up Uncharted Lost Legacy, in which that was even though it was a DLC, it was a great game. I really enjoyed it.
That game is fucking awesome.
I put in 10 hours, I think 12 hours, maybe 12 hours. I thought about platinum it. I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna just go ahead and just take it back to the store because I bought a pre-owned. I took it back to the store and got another game. I just got another game. You know how it is. So I try to work the system. You know, but like, don't get me wrong, people. Like, as many times that I ranted about Microsoft and Xbox, at the end of the day, I'm a huge fan of the Xbox brand. It might not sound like it sometimes, but if you've been a part of this channel for a very long time, if you've been following me for a long time, I've been praising the shit out of Microsoft. No, we all been praising the shit out of Microsoft at one point because they got the best customer service, they got the best online, they got the best controllers. You know, like they just got they got a lot of great things with inside their console, except exclusives. That is the main issue that I have with Microsoft. When it comes to PlayStation, let's just be real. PlayStation, they was kind of dry as hell when it comes to their first party games. You know, they just now kicked it in gear this year, and by them kicking in gear, they basically went all out this year with a lot of great games, a lot of great exclusives that you can only play on PlayStation. And that's why I've been gaming more on my PlayStation this year, because they had so many great titles. And I'm currently playing Persona 5. And, you know, if you was part of my stream the other day when I was playing Uncharted Lost Legacy, I was kind of on a rant on Sony because their customer service is poor as hell. They do not open on weekends, even though I need it the most. I couldn't even talk to nobody until Monday. Their save cloud is terrible. So basically, I lost a month's worth of save data on my PlayStation. So basically, my Sonic Mania file is gone. My Hitman file is gone. 40 hours of Persona 5 is gone. So I was so freaking pissed off. But when it comes to Xbox, you won't have to back your files up. It's already there. Their Save Cloud service is a lot better than Sony because with PlayStation you have to back it up yourself. That is freaking crazy. But what's more crazy about it, you got to pay $60 a year. Sony just jacked the price up from $50 a year to $60 a year, but they still didn't fix nothing. Those services is still shitty. You can't change your gamer tag like you could do with Xbox. Like, I guess whenever you're number one in this industry, you could just do what the hell you want to. But I don't know. I'm just not happy with Sony right now. Like, I love their games, but their business practices is just about as bad as Nintendo. I'm just gonna be real. I love Nintendo games, but let's just be real. Sometimes Nintendo can do some shady ass shit. I don't know, man. It's just
Why are we talking about cloud saves?
huh?
Why are we talking about cloud saves, man? Fuck, who cares?
Man, I don't know. I went on a little rant for a little bit. No, because I'll tell you, you was a part of my stream when I was talking about it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Why? Damn, I done drifted out to that. How did I get into that conversation? I'm just talking, man. I know it's been a while since I did one of these, man. I'm just trying to catch up. A lot of.
But like, I'm just gonna put something into perspective for people because like sometimes people don't understand why we're so excited about the Switch and why we see things in the Switch that we never saw in the Wii U. Let me just paint you a picture, okay? 4 years of the Wii U, not one Bethesda game. 4 years of the Wii U, not one Rockstar game. We are 6 months into the Switch, 3 Bethesda games. We have one Rockstar game coming. We have several Square Enix games coming. More RPGs on the Switch have been announced in 6 months than 4 fucking years of the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else to tell you people. Like, this console is a success. The third parties see value in it. Consumers are eating it up. The games are selling well. The gimmick works this time around. It's an amazing device. It's a game changer device. It plays games wherever you want. Home console style games, something that hasn't been done on handheld. Closest thing before that would have been the Vita, but it didn't really do it properly. So like the Switch is an amazing thing, and now you're seeing more third-party games come to it. Yes, the Switch has problems, obviously. Online's not that great, storage issues, small problems, no achievements, things like that. But like the actual general idea of the console of the Switch is great. Mm-hmm. And it's good that Nintendo actually got it right this time, because their last effort was pretty terrible. But yeah, seeing stuff like Doom and Wolfenstein, like, that's a big deal, because we would have never seen that shit last generation for Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing a huge attitude difference with Nintendo. They're more open to talking about third parties. They're more open with indie games. They're promoting third parties. They're working with them, getting special deals with them, content specific to their games, like Nintendo costumes in Skyrim, Nintendo costumes in Rocket League, stuff like that. This is good stuff, exciting stuff. Good time to be a Nintendo fan. That's why we get excited about the Switch, because we're seeing things that we were wanting for so long on the Wii U, and we just didn't get it. Nintendo was so apathetic. They're so unwilling to change their ways. But new management, new rules, man. Like, you can see... If you can't see the difference in Nintendo from Wii U to Switch, you're blind. You basically are blind.
Yeah. And Muhammad Alivi, he basically, you know these bots, they got a damage control. Okay, he basically said Shadow of War, Battlefront 2, Evil Within 2, Call of Duty, World War 2, Cuphead, Forza 7, Super Lucky Tail, Player Underground.
Well, stop mentioning Super Lucky Tails, man.
Destiny 2, South Park.
Oh my god, that game looks like dog shit.
So basically, he's naming that you can't play on the Switch. Okay. So how many of those games that he named that you can play on PS4 or PC? What games?
Most of them.
What games that stands out that you can only play on Xbox in that list? I don't.
None of those games are worth playing that are Xbox only, other than Cuphead.
Okay, Cuphead is the only exclusive.
And Forza 7.
But that's on PC as well too. I'm a counter. I'm a counter as exclusive. Okay, PC with a Cuphead and freaking Forza 7. Okay, the Switch. Okay, you got Zelda, Mario Kart. You got that Bomberman R, Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey. You got Fire Emblem Warriors, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Okay, we got the announcement for Metro Prime 4, in which we didn't get no announcements for Xbox this year. No announcements, no surprise announcements that's coming out for Xbox in the later times. Nothing. And of course, you got these AAA games. So basically, he named AAA games that's coming, multiplayer games that's coming to the Xbox One. But there's multiplayer game that's coming to the Switch. But you know what's so different and unique about the Switch version? You can take it anywhere you want. Like we mentioned a long time ago, don't underestimate the sales of FIFA. I know PlayStation, that is PlayStation's territory in Europe, but you can't take no PlayStation on the go. Like when you at them FIFA games or football games, whatever you call it, they call it football out there in Europe. Like you can't take no PlayStation, you can't take no FIFA everywhere with you, but you can take FIFA everywhere with you in Europe. So I know for a fact FIFA is going to sell a lot in Europe on the Switch. Is it going to sell as much as PlayStation? Probably not, because PlayStation, just something about PlayStation Europe, like they just eat that alive. Kind of like how Japanese eat up these handhelds in Japan. But like I say, it's just so much potential in this Switch. We already seeing the outcome. We already seeing, we already seeing the positive things about it, and the negatives, but mostly positives. But it's just
there's
so
more
much
positive to the Switch than negative, and it was the opposite last gen.
Yeah, it was. We didn't mention about they basically got an update about their chat. So basically, you can lock your screen. Your screen don't need to be on all the time during that chat. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, but I'm still not interested in using that. So I can at least bring that up. So that was good on Nintendo. So I'm still want to know what this online going to offer whenever they start charging us $20, because I still want a proper online functionality on the Switch, in which it got basically matter of fact, there is a way you can do voice chat without the phone out. They already did. I forgot who did that, but yeah,
Splatoon 2 does it apparently.
Yeah, it does.
And like local play or something
like that. But the feature is there. It's just I don't know why Nintendo is doing it that way. It's dumb. That's one of the reasons that I said Nintendo can be anti-consumer, because of stuff like that. It's like stuff that is so freaking simple, and you would think they would do it, but a lot of times they just figure a way to fuck shit up, and that's what they did. They fucking shit up on certain things that you would think that is standard. It's just something about that standard in gaming. It's just Nintendo just so afraid to step into the standard scenery. I just don't know why. It's just crazy. But overall, this Switch has been awesome, man. Like, I am having so much fun with this Switch, and it's just this first year alone, like you said a while ago, Alex, has basically, honestly, this first year of the Switch outdid the whole entire life cycle of the Wii U, hands down. I'm just gonna be with you. It tortured it. Oh my god, dude, it's crazy. Like, so all these Nintendo haters out here just want to find a way to just hate on Nintendo. You can hate on Nintendo because you don't like Nintendo. Sometimes I don't like Nintendo because they do stupid shit and say stupid shit. Like, I can't turn a blind eye when they do something awesome. I can't turn a blind eye when they basically put something out there in the market that's basically a blockbuster, a massive success. I'm not going to turn a blind eye. Like I said a while ago, I'm going to give credit when credit is due. And it seems as that people still just don't want to get Nintendo credit. Like, it is what it is, man.
Like, day by day, Switch haters are looking like a bunch of fucking idiots. They're looking dumber and dumber day by day as the Switch and Nintendo continue to make these people eat crow. Like, these people say the dumbest shit. Oh, it can't play next generation games. Oh, here you go. Oh, it gets no third-party games. Oh, here you go. Oh, Switch has no games. It's gonna flop. Nobody's gonna buy it. It's been constantly topping the charts for 6 months, fighting it out with PlayStation. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know why people continue to shit on the Switch. Like, these Nintendo hating guys. Like, I get hating on the Wii U. I totally understand it. I'm there with you.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing is awesome. And it's not going anywhere.
No, this thing ain't going nowhere. If there could be something different, maybe Nintendo might get a little bit more powerful console within the next 2 to 3 years. That's what I'm thinking. And people just don't realize how small this Switch is and how much power this thing punches. For something that small, and it can basically play next generation games on something that small, put that next to a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. And the Switch is just a little bit less powerful than the Xbox One as far as you know, graphics. You know, but it can still compete as far as using next gen engines. That is the most impressive part about that.
That brings me to something else, like with Bethesda bringing out these 3 games, like brand new games. Well, Wolfenstein and Doom are new. Like, these guys are kind of showing that EA are a bunch of liars.
Yep.
Like, EA's pretty much giving you the fucking runaround with this FIFA nonsense, how they couldn't get it to run, and you can't get the story mode. Like, they're the worst. Not the worst, but they're doing a real shit job of supporting the Switch. The only one who's even worse than them is Activision, because they haven't announced anything other than Skylanders.
Who even played it? Who played Skylanders?
I don't know. Ain't nobody playing Skylanders anymore. But like, yeah, we don't got Call of Duty yet. But like,
you know,
EA, like there's so many more games EA could have brought over, like Titanfall, like Battlefield.
Yep.
But they're not doing it, and it's whatever. But like, Bethesda seems to be all in for the most part, and that's cool.
You know what's so crazy about it? There is no first-person shooter yet to be released on the Nintendo Switch. There's all types of games, all types of genres, but there's no first-person shooter. We're the first-person.
But yeah, Bethesda's about to bring 2.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, there you go. There you go.
The first 2.
There you go. So they jumped on the board, and nobody else ain't trying to grab a piece of that pie. And it's like this: if you get old games like Street Fighter 2 to be a massive hit, and you got all these indie developers praising the Switch, praising these sales. Like Oceanhorn selling the most out of compared to the other consoles. Monster Hunter sold the most on the Switch compared to the other consoles. Like, what was it?
Yeah, Wonder Boy sold more on the Switch than the other 3 versions combined.
That's crazy. This is why you're seeing so many more announcements for the Switch, because people is actually buying these games. That is not just Nintendo titles. They're third-party games, because Nintendo, like I said a long time ago, when they stepped out their comfort zone and advertised during their Super Bowl, the most watched time in America, the Super Bowl attracts about 300 to 400 million Americans every year. And when they put that commercial out there, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they just did that. That's why the Switch is a massive success, because they cleaned house. They got rid of Scott Muffet. They got rid of that garbage ass marketing team. They got a new team. They actually know what they're doing this time. So that's why I'm excited, because, you know, by them advertising this Switch, it's going to open up more doors into more third-party support. So it's just not only Nintendo games that I'm looking forward to play on this console. It's going to be third-party games. And, you know, stuff like this is making me don't want to buy the Xbox One X, even though I would love to buy the Xbox One X, because I love Xbox. I grew up on Xbox. I own all the Xbox consoles.
And you can still love Xbox with your One S. The X doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Except make you get 4K graphics. Who cares?
Yeah, like, I don't know, but right, it's like this. The PlayStation and the Switch is the console to own for this year. So many freaking great games, great exclusives that you can only play on their platforms. I wish I could say the same thing about the Xbox One, because they don't believe it.
Maybe in 2018, well, we'll be talking a little different about Xbox. Maybe they'll have some more exclusives coming out. But as of right now, the console's worthless. I'm sorry. It's worthless. Because if you already have a PlayStation, you can play all the same third-party games. It'll look a little better on the Xbox One X. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Yeah, like you can... When it comes to consoles, like, you're not going to get the full power of the console unless... Other
than exclusive games.
Yeah, other than exclusive games. Because
multi-plats are going to, like, try to even it out as much as they can.
They do that all the time. Like... If you look at Uncharted, look at The Last of Us. These games look damn near realistic, man. And this is on a console that has what 2.4 teraflops? No, is it 2.4?
The Pro?
No, not the Pro. The standard is it 2.4 or 1.8?
Standard one's 1.8.
Okay, 1.8.
4.
Okay. So basically, the 1.8 teraflop console, the standard PS4. Have a beautiful game looking realistic like Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted, The Last of Us. These games looking like that on a vanilla PlayStation 4. Like, just think, I just imagine how The Last of Us and a new Uncharted game will look on the PS4 Pro. Like, that just be real. They didn't the Uncharted game that just came out, that wasn't ground up for the PS4 Pro. Let's just be honest. If they use a full power of the PS4 Pro, it'll look a lot better than that.
That's the thing. That's always been my problem with these mid-cycle worthless dog shit consoles. Is they're still tied to the standard PS4. They're still tied to the Xbox One. Like, it is what it is. You're never gonna get a game on the other consoles that won't run on the standard one. Like, that was the whole idea. These aren't new generations. They're mid-cycle refreshes, which makes them kind of pointless, but whatever. Like, if you want 4K, go get it. But you're not getting a different experience because the frame rate's usually the same for the most part. There are some exceptions, but most of the time it's the same. And you're just getting the slightly prettier graphics. But, like, who cares? Like you can be perfectly fine on a normal PS4 and a normal Xbox One.
The PS4 Pro, yes, that is a mid-cycle console because it's only twice as powerful as the standard. But the Xbox One X, like, we can argue that that's really supposed to be a next generation because
it's not though. Because it's still using those dog shit Jaguar CPU cores for the processor because it's tied to the standard Xbox One.
Yeah, like, they purposely did that, but as much power that thing is pushing, they should have basically just killed the Xbox One and just focus on the Xbox One X and just make that the next generation and it is what it is. The Xbox One has been out for like 4 years, but I kind of understand they want to get at least 5 years out of these consoles before they go to the next generation. But according to Microsoft, they make it seem like they don't believe in console generations no more. I don't know what the hell they believe in, but until they get these,
they believe in putting microtransactions in their games and just scamming you.
that goes to everybody. That goes to everybody. That's
but that's their focus now. They said that, not in the same words I just used, but they did say that.
I remember Phil Spencer said they are more focused on multiplayer games and not single player because it brings in
microtransactions.
Yeah, like, we already know. They didn't say that, but we know what they mean. Kind of like Ubisoft. They said that they plan on releasing less games.
Ubisoft said the same thing.
They're gonna release less games, but they plan on profiting more money. And when they say profiting more money, it means microtransactions. So yeah, like they're gonna continuously and put these microtransaction games, these microtransactions in these games until we stop falling for that bullshit. Let's just be honest. I'm just be honest. Like, I was skeptical of not buying Destiny 2, in which I did buy Destiny 2 on the PS4. So if you do have Destiny 2, let me know. Drop your gamer tag down, whatever. If you already follow me on the PlayStation, let me know. I'm looking for a team I can play with. Are you getting Destiny 2, Alex?
Not on the console.
Oh, goddamn, you fucking PC peasant. Seems that Alex, he's been, I guess something's going on with his internet. He just left the call, so he should be jumping back in. Man, you got that peasantry internet going on over there, man.
No, it's something with your link. But
I'm
not. Why would I get it on the console? It's 30 frames per second for a shooter. That's disgusting.
Well, of course, let's just be real. Majority of our friends is on console. Like, I don't know many PC gamers out there.
I don't care. I'll play with Mia and Yukon.
But they peasants too, though. They're peasants. Nah, just play.
They're peasants. And
Yeah.
65%.
Well, that's that's the thing about PC. Like, there's gonna be more gamers on consoles. Let's just be real about it. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat. Like, PC gaming is starting to blow up, and a lot of people is investing into PC.
Awesome.
It is awesome, and a lot of people is tired of paying for Xbox Live, and they're tired of it. They're tired of paying for the PlayStation Plus, and I'm really pissed off about the PlayStation Plus.
I would really, really love if PC and like the Switch had cross saving, so I could buy the game on both, but like have the save file crossover. That would be perfect.
You said PC and the Switch?
Like, for example, you buy a game on PC and you buy it on the Switch. You play it home on PC, then you take it on the go, and then you can just continue where you were. Kind of like Xbox Play Anywhere, but between PC and Switch. That would be really cool.
Well, Sony they done favor doing that crossplay, and they by Nintendo being in Japan as well as Sony, they could be just as arrogant as Sony. That's why matter of fact, that's why I compared those two when it comes to
Nintendo is pretty open to crossplay though. They're doing it with Minecraft, and apparently they're doing it with Rocket League too.
Yeah, that is true. But when it comes to being arrogant, Sony and Nintendo is really up there, very up there when it comes to being arrogant. But when it comes to customer service, I pick Microsoft on Nintendo and over Sony because their freaking customer service is awesome. They always help me if I have any issues. They're there. It could be any day of the week, 24 hours. During the week, 24/7. Sony, no, you can't. Weekends, they not even around. When I need it the most, that's like the second time when I needed Sony on the weekend when I was having issues. I couldn't even get in contact. I was like, God, are you fucking kidding me? But I don't know what else to say about it. But like I say, man, the Switch is doing really well. They got some good third party support. It's not great third party support, but they got really good third party support. When they get these games, Bethesda's games on board, like I'm like, whoa, Wolfenstein and the Evil Within and Doom. Like, I was a big I didn't really play as many Bethesda games last generation, but when I started playing Doom and Evil Within and Wolfenstein, I was like, man, these games is freaking awesome. So I tried Dishonored. I really Bethesda, they is very, very good. Even Fallout was a good game. The only thing I didn't like about it, and it kind of turned me off on the game, was the frame rates. The frame rates was freaking awful. But as far as the game was good. Bethesda really got really good games. But that's one thing that bothers me about Bethesda, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all here in the chat can say the same thing. When it comes to the bugginess, yeah, a lot of their games are pretty much buggy as hell, and it is what it is, man. You still there, Alex?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yo, shit, but this direct, I don't know when the last time Nintendo had a direct this awesome. I'm like, can you name what year Nintendo had a direct this good? I don't even know. I just don't know. Do you know?
Yeah, it was like pretty much solid from start to finish. There wasn't really any like massive low points. Like, I'm not a 3DS guy, but like if you like the 3DS, they showed good stuff. For the Switch, they showed a lot of good stuff, and they showed release dates for a lot of them too. So that's nice.
Oh, right, yeah, that is nice. Like, they got so many games in September and October, November. It's just so much I can handle, dude. So I'm already trying to figure out what console I'm going to buy a lot of these games on.
What is this buffoon talking about? Still waiting to see new AAA multiplats get announced for the Switch. You saw one today. Wolfenstein 2 is a new AAA multiplat coming to the Switch. Are you like simple or something?
Who's that? Oh, you talking Muhammad?
Like, I don't understand. He just asked for a new AAA multiplayer to get announced for the Switch, and you literally saw one today.
Hey, Muhammad Ali, take a look at my thumbnail. Take a look at my thumbnail, Muhammad. Just look at it. Just look at it.
I understand that you're mad that the Xbox One is dead on arrival, and the One X is not going to get Microsoft out of the trouble that they're in. But you continually try to downplay the Switch isn't changing the fact that it's going to continue to outsell Xbox probably the rest of the generation, my friend.
I knew I was going to trigger some Xbox. I'm surprised I don't see like 20, 30 dislikes.
No, they'll come later once Crap Gamer finds wind of it.
You know, I think you're about to trigger Muhammad Ali to make like 30 different accounts. Oh my god! But I like Muhammad Ali. He's pretty cool.
He's a funny guy. It's just like that literally made no sense because you asked for a AAA game and they showed you a brand new one that wasn't announced for the Switch before.
I think the main reason why this game is not coming alongside with the console with the other consoles because it might have something to do with the dev kits going out a little late. And it might have another thing to do with so many games coming out. You know, they probably don't want to release these games by Mario Odyssey. And
you gotta remember, the Switch is only 6 months old, and it's already getting these kind of ports. That's crazy. I'll be right back. A phone call.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said a long time ago, with the release of the Ultra Street Fighter 2 for the Switch when it came out in the month of May. Like, the month of May was pretty dry for the Switch. You know, it got like Disgaea 5, I think Minecraft in that month. But the biggest name game that came out during the month of May, you know, was Street Fighter. Like, I'm not trying to downplay Minecraft because Minecraft is a very popular game. But when it comes to like a hardcore game, the biggest hardcore game that came out during the month of May was Ultra Street Fighter 2. That's a well-known game, a well-established franchise game. And when Capcom decided to put their game out in the month of May, you know, that was a great idea because they basically gave Ultra Street Fighter 2 for the Switch a month to their sales for these sales to drive up instead of releasing that game right alongside the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That'll be dead on arrival. Releasing that game right by Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That'll be dead on arrival. Releasing that game right by Splatoon 2. It'll be dead on arrival. Like, you don't release those type of, you know, especially this old port right by these Nintendo games that's gonna sell millions and millions of copies. So, you know, by Bethesda releasing Wolfenstein 2, you know, probably in the early part of 2018, that might be a blessing in disguise because it's so many games that's coming out for the Switch. A lot of people are gonna be focusing on Mario Odyssey. They're gonna be focusing on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. They're gonna be focusing on that DLC for Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's so many games that's coming out.
I'm actually happy they didn't show that, but instead they showed the third-party games. I'm glad that got more of a focus than Zelda's DLC.
I think that's gonna be a direct on its own. That's what I think.
Probably.
Because they said it's a all-new story. When they say all-new story, yeah, they obviously going to have a different direction. When it comes to a story-driven Zelda, it's gonna be at least 15 to 20 hours of gameplay. So there's gonna be a lot of gameplay with this new story. So I'm pretty excited, you know. So like I say, like, you don't want to put too many games during the later part of this year because the Switch has a lot of games. Like, I am so surprised and happy to announce the Switch has a lot of games during the holidays. Like, I don't know when the last time that this was even possible, man. Because the Wii U, it was only that one game coming out during the holidays. You ain't getting another game until the summertime. Like, oh my God. Those were some tough times during the Wii U generation, man. But yeah, like, you know, like I said, I kind of understand. You know, it could be two things. Like I said a while ago, maybe they trying to wait till the holiday die down because so many games come out for the Switch, while Wolfenstein is releasing a little bit later. Or it could be the fact that maybe they get the dev kits a little later and it's just not ready. That's another thing I'm thinking about because you got to remember, like, Nintendo was very selective when it comes to their dev kits. But no. Skyrim.
Another really good thing. Another really good thing about the presentation from today is they only showed like Sonic Forces for like 4 seconds, so they didn't waste our time.
Oh my God! You know what? You just said, you know. I'm not even gonna fall for that today, Alex. I'm not falling for your Sega jokes today. Matter of fact, Sega is having an awesome year while you trying to hate on Sonic. So yeah, I ain't. You know,
Nintendo saw that Sonic Forces wasn't up to Switch standards, so they just kind of pushed it off in the corner. It's one of the very last games.
Oh my God! You know what? Why we just can't do one podcast without this Sega jokes? Jesus Christ! So Nia just came to the chat. She said she's here for the damage control. Oh my God, Nia! For the damage. What are we damage controller, man? Like, you know what channel you can go to if you want some Nintendo damage control. I ain't saying no names.
You gotta buy Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch for $60 so you can get future support from Bethesda. Newsflash! We don't have to because they already brought the games because that's what they're supposed to fucking do. Not buy shit games that you don't want so you can potentially get games that you do, you dumbass.
We just basically speaking the truth. Like, it's been a great year for the Switch. The Switch is a very appealing system, not only for first-party games, but third-party games. Like, you might not get the best graphics, the best resolution, or the best textures when it comes to the home console part, whenever you dock it, but there's a feature that the PlayStation and Xbox don't have, in which makes it appealing, is taking it on the go, having a full-fledged console experience on the go. So that's why these third-party games is very appealing. And it's like this: if there was no portability to the Switch, then I'm pretty sure maybe some of these third-party might be a little bit skeptical because, once again, Nintendo did not compete as far as the graphics. But if they can make a powerful console like Sony and Microsoft, you know, and plus they do what they do with their exclusives, make great games, then I still think their console can sell, especially if Nintendo can basically humble themselves to these third parties and listen to their fan base. You know, but the handheld portability was a great idea, and I'm not upset that they kind of sacrifice some of the graphics for the handheld because, like I say, I'm using a handheld. I'm taking it on the go with me. So it's great on both sides. So I'm happy, man. If you ain't happy, then, hey, I just don't give a damn. I just don't care, man. But shit, I can tell right now, I didn't go on these websites. I bet these websites is blowing up by Nintendo's Direct right now. I just know it is.
Yep.
Wolfenstein Doom. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
So people want, man.
Yeah, like, this is what I swear, man. If Nintendo can get these what's the point of owning these other consoles? You already get great first party games from Nintendo. What's the point of owning other consoles if you can get these great multiplex on the Switch? You know, what's the point of owning an Xbox then? Okay, with PlayStation, at least you get Uncharted. At least you get Last of Us, Spider-Man, Days Gone, freaking Death Stranding, like Persona 5, Horizon Zero Dawn, like Yakuza. I just got back on Yakuza 0. I'm on the 4th chapter. Like, I just got back on play. I played for like 5-6 hours yesterday. So it's an amazing game, man. I know you just picked up that new Yakuza. How is it? Did you play it yet?
I haven't got to it yet.
You ain't got to it yet? It's a good game, man. It's a good game. Like, I took a couple months off of playing it because my backlog is so massive right now. That's one of the reasons why I hadn't really uploaded content on this channel for a while, because, you know, I don't want to keep talking about video games if I'm not playing the video games. I can't do it. That's called being a fraud. It's been a fraud. Like, there's no way in hell I can work 40+ hours a week and making 2 to 3 videos a day and still play video games. It's not possible. It is not possible. So
it's not.
And plus, I'm going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. That is not possible. And plus, I got a pregnant wife dealing with 2 kids. I just put my daughter in soccer, and my boy's about to go in football or baseball, whatever he trying to go into. So it's just so much that's going on in my life. That's why I'm trying to balance everything out. So, like I said, man, I'm excited. You're excited. A lot of people, Nintendo fans, are excited. If you love third-party games, if you love third-party games, if you love Nintendo, you are excited. Because we all excited. I don't even know what else to say, man. Is there anything else you think about? Is there, you want to take some questions? Is there anything you want to talk about that you think of?
I think we covered pretty much everything for the most part.
Okay, so you want to, what about take some questions before we head up out of here?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, let's get these questions in, people. What y'all got? Let's get these questions.
Here's a question. Why should anyone be excited for an Xbox One X?
Is that your question or somebody else's question? Oh my God! Look, man. I'm not trying to downplay Xbox One X. Like I'm not gonna lie. I like graphics, and it's a beast. This thing's a beast. But what's the point? Well, what's the point of paying $500 for something you can play on PS4 Pro? It's just better textures. I'm not no graphics whore. I am to a certain extent, but paying $500 for a console that has just a little bit better textures and no exclusives, that's the problem. There's no exclusives, so it's not that crucial to me. I'm gonna be happy with my PS4 Pro for a little bit. And it is what it is, man. As much as I want to get an Xbox One X, like Microsoft has not given me a reason to buy an Xbox One X. It's the truth.
Okay, let's see here. Will Sony make a Switch?
There's rumors about that for the Tokyo Game Show, and honestly, I think Super Metal Dave knows a little bit more about this than we do, because it's like he's hinting stuff, and sometimes I be messaging him a lot. We message each other a lot on Twitter. We inbox each other a lot, and I think he wants to say it, but he's not going to say it, and he's going to do a video. No, he's going to do a podcast, a live stream. He's going to do it live. And the way he put it, I think he about to piss some people off, some Nintendo guys. Well,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna make something similar.
They will make something similar, and I can't get mad at Sony because they know that the portability, gaming, console gaming on the go is very popular right now, and Sony. Let's just be real. They don't innovate. They copy. And it's sad, It's sad, but then again, they had been #1 for a very long time, except the 7th generation. That was the Wii. I don't care what you say. The Wii was #1. I don't care if it was a casual system. It still sold 100 million. But besides that generation, they've been killing everybody. From the PS1, the PS2, now the PS4. But yeah, it won't surprise me if they do copy the Switch. But would I be mad about it? No, I won't be mad about it. I would actually be excited because I would love to play Persona on the go. I'm not gonna if I had so much free time on the go and a game that massive, Persona 5, that would be perfect. That would be perfect.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't see why they wouldn't make one. It's like they've made portables before. And they see that the Switch is a huge success, so it'd be weird if they didn't try to do it.
Call of Duty on the go, Grand Theft Auto on the go. We've been talking about this. This would be awesome for the Switch. Yeah. But don't you tell them, y'all Nintendo fans or fanboys tell me that this won't be awesome for the PS4 or the Xbox One if they decide to do a portable version. No, I'm not gonna just turn a blind eye on that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, it'd be great.
But the deal with that is, people think it's going to step into Nintendo's market. It will do it, but at the end of the day, Nintendo has been, they was here first, and a lot of people know about the Switch. The word is out there. Even though the Switch been out a little longer, even though if the PS4 Switch, whatever you call it, PSP3, I still believe the Switch is going to sell more because of the great advertising, the great games, not just third-party games, the great Nintendo titles. Let's just be real. When it comes to PlayStation portable system versus Nintendo portable systems, who always wins? Nintendo. So why are you scared? Why a lot of these fanboys are scared? I just don't understand, because PlayStation released two. They released two portable systems, and they didn't even come close to Nintendo's DS. The PSP didn't come close to Nintendo killed the DS, and the Vita, god dang, the 3DS murdered the freaking Vita. The Vita was basically the portable version of the Wii U. Let's just be honest. Even though it had some good games, but it was a massive failure. But I guess these people, I don't know, man. I guess they just believe that since Sony is number one, they're gonna find a way, recapturing that portable market. Like nobody would never take Nintendo portable market from them. So why are they scared? I don't know. It's always gonna be their market. It's been the market since 1989. When the Game Boy came out, 1989. It's been the market since.
Matt asked between 1 and 1 out of 10, 1 to 10, what would you rate this Direct?
I would rate it a 20 out of 10.
Oh damn! I'd give it an 8.
An 8? Why you serious? Honestly, this is like one of the best Nintendo. This is like the best Nintendo. When is the last time Nintendo had a better Direct than this?
It's still like there's always room for improvement.
Okay. We asked for a lot of exclusives. We got it. We asked for third parties. We got it. More than one.
I think 8 is fair.
NBA 2K, WWE 2K18, FIFA 18, Wolfenstein, Doom.
You know what would have made it a 10 for me? If I saw Bayonetta ported over.
Ah, you still salty about that. You still salty.
That's what makes the perfect
So, you're giving it an 8 out of 10 because you're still salty about that was
right.
Him, what's his name? Teasing it? Was it
Kamiya?
Yeah, he was teasing it, but it is what it is. I got Bayonetta right now on freaking Xbox, so I'm not tripping.
We all got Bayonetta too.
Oh gosh, I haven't already played it. Oh my god. Okay, what other questions we got here?
Let's see. Who has a brighter future, Sega or Microsoft, when it comes to consoles?
I'm not even going to answer that.
They're both in a black hole. So let's see here.
Okay, who's having a better year as a publisher, Sega or Microsoft Studios?
Sega, obviously.
Okay, then there you go. Next question.
Okay, do you think Bethesda is going to put Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition on Switch next year?
You know what? It wouldn't even surprise me right now because
it wouldn't surprise me.
I had no idea that Bethesda was going to put their big name franchise on a Nintendo console. Doom, Wolfenstein, I would never in my lifetime would ever think about that. Now, it wouldn't even surprise me if the Evil Within 2 comes. It wouldn't even surprise me at all. Or maybe Dishonored. It won't surprise me.
Why did Kamiya tweet the Direct? Where's Bayonetta / Wonderful 101? Well, first of all, Kamiya partners with Nintendo to make games, so he's going to retweet the Direct. So that's going to happen regardless. But yeah, I agree with you. I would have liked to see Bayonetta or Wonderful 101. Let's see. I hate to say it, but Pokemon Switch might kill the Sony handheld.
Oh, man. You know what? I think Nintendo is holding back. I think Game Freak is holding back. So whenever the PSP 3 comes out, Nintendo gonna come out with Pokemon and Switch the same day PSP release.
Yeah, they'll probably announce the exact same thing.
Oh wow, that would be the ultimate troll on Nintendo. I would love to see that, but I would be so freaking happy. I'll be laughing. Unforgiven. He wants us to shout out Capcom.
Capcom sucks, man. They are trash. There's no excuse for the kind of support they're giving. There really is none.
Oh my god. Okay, I am Zarkon says shout out to the Sega fanboys. I guess go and shout me out, Alex.
Shout out to the Sega fanboys. Alright guys, hold in there. Sega's gonna totally make a comeback. Yeah.
Guess you gotta shout out Mr. T too.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know what to say. You guys are a dime a dozen, I guess.
Why
you Sega guys are like Nintendo refugees. Hanging out with Nintendo because Sega's gone.
Let's be honest, Alex. Okay, whatever. Let's be honest. To be honest with you, I think today's E3. I'm sorry. Today's Direct was better than Nintendo's E3. I'm not.
Think so?
You know what? Oh my gosh, they did had a good E3. Of course, the most exciting part was Metroid Prime, 4. But they had so many. Honestly, today's Direct had so many game announcements. A lot more game announcements than the Direct. Than the E3. It did. They had so many games. I'm not just talking about just their 3DS. They had a lot of 3DS. They kind of breezed by it in 10 minutes. But the 35 minutes of Switch, when they did those headlines, they had a lot of games. So, I don't know, man. It's pretty close, man.
It was a solid show.
It was a damn good show, man. So when they mentioned about this Direct is gonna be 45 minutes, I was like, I was thinking that we might have a surprise or two in that. And yeah, guess what? But freaking Bethesda, they came through once again. So I'm very excited. Nia, she calling this E3 too. See, you know what? That's why I really can't get upset when it comes to Nintendo's E3. Yes, we would love to see a lot of games, but you gotta remember they do at least 2 directs a year, maybe 3. I say at least 2 directs a year.
Usually 4.
4? I don't know when that's
usually like 1 per quarter.
Yeah, probably. But Xbox, they only rely on E3 because they don't have no Xbox experience like PlayStation have. They don't even show up to Tokyo Game Show. Matter of fact, they don't even show up in Japan at all. What is Gamescom? They don't really get that. Gamescom was freaking a snore fest. That was a snore fest that Gamescom Microsoft did.
Oh man, that was just absolutely awful.
That was awful.
It was just a repeat.
Yep, it was a repeat. Like I'm like, okay, y'all still didn't give me a good reason why I should buy a Xbox One X.
Oh, but you can get Disney in 4K.
Oh my freaking god! Disney. Who the hell want to play Disney in 4K, man?
Minecraft 4K.
Oh, that's not even a graphically demanding game. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Shouts out to Square Enix, man. They actually supported Switch as well.
Square's doing a pretty good job. Let's just see that Final Fantasy VII remake and Kingdom Hearts 3 come over.
Well, yeah. Like
Final Fantasy 15, I guess.
If Kingdom Hearts 3 coming to the Xbox One, then there should be no excuse why this is not coming to the Switch, because it's obviously who's gonna support it more.
It's gonna bomb on Xbox. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, like they don't play Jap craps. That's what they say. It's Jap crap.
They don't call it. Like Jap crap.
Yeah.
Call it.
Yeah, those dumbasses think everything just Japanese developers Jap crap. Like Zelda, Jap crap. Mario, Jap crap. Smash Bros, Jap crap. Everything that Nintendo makes is Jap crap. Everything Square Enix makes is Jap crap. So I guess Deus Ex, Jap crap. Final Fantasy is Jap crap. What else? Capcom is Jap crap. Resident Evil, Street Fighter is Jap crap. These dudes are so freaking stupid, man. They're dumb.
That's why they play on Xbox. Xbox is for like dumb people.
I asked a few of these. I asked a few of these Xbox dudes. I said, "You telling me that every single Japanese developed game is Jap crap? Everything." He said yes. I was like, "Are you realizing what you said? Do you know who makes Street Fighter? Do you know who makes Resident Evil? Final Fight. A lot of these great franchises like Dino Crisis. I could bring that up. Onimusha, freaking Pac-Man. Bandai Namco's from that's Japan. That's a legendary game. Like Mario Brothers, Jap crap. I was like, are you got to be kidding? I would rather play all the games that was made in Japan than these games made, from Ubisoft or Activision or EA. Because more of those games that's made by the Japanese developers, they basically appeal towards me more than a lot of these games over in the East. Don't get me wrong. I like a lot of Ubisoft and Activision games, but there's more franchises from Nintendo, Capcom, Bandai Namco, and Square Enix that I like more than Ubisoft and Activision put together. But I guess it's just that crap. Like, it's just dumb. Let's get a couple more. Let's just get a couple more questions and get out of here.
I don't see any questions anymore.
Oh, no more questions. Okay. How many times that dude was it new game free? How many times he advertised this little deal on my chat? Nobody hadn't blocked him yet.
Who?
This dude with the emoji avatar.
I don't see him. He must have me blocked or something.
I'm blocking him right now. You know, I'm gonna delete your message, but if you come back to my chat, I don't want to block you. I'm gonna delete your message, but if you come back with that new game free, I will block you. I appreciate you coming and, you know, supporting me, but if you'll keep on advertising stuff on my live stream, then I have to block you. So this is just a warning. You said they're mad because the Japanese are selling the Xbox as Blu-ray. I didn't think about that. Wow.
That shit is so funny.
Oh my god.
They're so desperate to get rid of their Xbox because they're selling them as Blu-ray players.
Oh my god. Like, Xbox is becoming a meme now. Oh my god. That is...
It's deserved, man. They're not trying.
That is so embarrassing, dude. How, if you work for Microsoft, like, should that, first of all, you sell an Xbox to, first of all, play video games. Now, when you got other retailers selling this thing as a Blu-ray player, that means you did not do your job.
Yeah.
That
is... Shame on Phil Spencer for trying to fix their problem with new hardware. Their problem was always been first-party games and the lack of them, and there's no breakout star game this whole generation. Like, they gave up pretty early, and they think hardware is going to fix the problem. It's not. It's not going to solve anything.
When it comes to the Japanese audience, like, we already know what type of games that they like. They like those Japanese RPGs. Like, we already know what type of games they like. It's like they just don't want to make them or get some of these Japanese developers or Square Enix to make a game that catered towards the Japanese audience. That just it sucks and it's sad. Like, Blue Dragon comes to mind, or Lost Odyssey. Those games sold decently on the Xbox 360. So why not try to evolve the franchise and try to make it into, you know, make it into a franchise. You know, make sequels. They should have done that, but it's like they focusing on these bro shooter games. They focusing on just multi-plat games overall, and you know, like I say, with Xbox, the future of Xbox, I'm really concerned about. As an Xbox fan that I am, I'm very concerned about the future of Xbox because I love the Xbox brand. Right now, I'm thinking about Sega when it comes to Xbox because the stuff that they're doing, it's like they about to drive themselves out the console market because just looking at America right now, that's supposed to be Microsoft's home territory. That's their home territory. That's their home turf. And they continuously in third place, you know, Switch and PlayStation 4, 2 Japanese consoles in their own turf, out selling them on a monthly basis. How embarrassing is that? Do you think these Japanese would allow the Xbox to outsell Nintendo and PlayStation on a monthly basis? You would think they would allow that? That right there, that tells you everything on how much they just don't care.
They don't care, man. Like, they're not trying. It's obvious.
That's a good water. But yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it was a good show. I did say quick podcast. I didn't know it was gonna be this long. But yeah, man, like, exciting times for Nintendo people. You know, big AAA third-party games, these multiplayer games coming over. Of course, we got these Nintendo titles. Great year. You know, if you have a Mario Kart, Zelda, Splatoon, and a 3D Mario game the same year, and a Metro Prime announcement, and plus Doom and Wolfenstein the same year, and Skyrim, NBA 2K, and God damn, that is a successful year for Nintendo. Jesus Christ. Woo! Nintendo's back, baby. Nintendo is back. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Anything else you want to add before we get up out of here?
Not really. It was a good show by Nintendo. Lots of good shit coming to the Switch. We got Doom on the Switch. I'm very happy.
Oh yeah, man! I'm so glad I get to bash these demons on my freaking portal. So I'm so freaking excited, man. So yeah, man, excited show. We had a good show. Appreciate 40 plus that's been watching. I'm gonna try my best to do the Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast this time. I know people. It's like I said, I'm so busy with life, man. So I'm gonna try to do it this Friday, and I will give you details on Twitter if I will do it or not. If you're not following me on Twitter, just follow me. It's easy to find me. It's at Real Gamer 27. Just follow me on Twitter, and I'm always posting stuff on Twitter. So, I will give y'all updates on what's going on my channel, what I'm doing, what we all doing. But yeah, exciting times. It's great to be a gamer, not just a Nintendo game. It's just great to be a gamer in general because I really enjoyed my PlayStation all year. Great games, great exclusives. Now Destiny that just came out, I'm about to play. I wanted to play it today, but I decided to do this. I'm gonna play it tomorrow. So yeah, it's a great time to be a gamer, man. Great time. It's not a great time to be an Xbox fan unless you just want to look at pretty graphics and don't play the game at all. So it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, great show. Appreciate everybody coming out. And I guess go and get your outro out the way, Alex.
All right. What's going on, everyone? ActivesiN here is another episode of the Alex and Real Show, where we recap the Nintendo Direct, which is surprisingly good, really good. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll be back with some other stuff. I think we're doing Real Talk on Friday. If everything goes to plan, me, Fat Gamer, and Super Bros are gonna be roasting some Xbox on Friday as well.
Oh damn!
If everything goes to plan, so that should be fun. Yeah, that's about it. Xbox One X is DOA. Switch gang runs the streets now.
Man, like these Xbox they're running wild. They just some rabbit fanboys right now. Ever since they found out the Xbox One X is 6 teraflops, they just let it get to their head. But they still turning a blind eye that Microsoft is still lacking when it comes to the first-party games. But it's sad and pathetic, and I would love to be a part of that roast, but nah, it's just too much. Too many of y'all. But yeah, it seems like every time I do an Xbox rant video, I get like 10,000 views. So maybe I should start doing more of those. Because I get a lot of people coming on. Like, it is what it is, man. But yeah, people, I really appreciate everybody coming out, and we will see y'all guys Friday for the Real Talk with the Real Gaming podcast. So appreciate y'all coming, and I will see y'all on the next time. Peace out.
See ya.